hello, everyone. Welcome to Sussex Saturday. I am VS Speaks Royally. I hope you all are doing well. So good to see so many. I have to be on my best behavior because my manager is listening in. Okay, well, really, my boss. Okay, yeah. So I see the boss is here. I see my manager's here. I see so many people. Whew, Church Nelly, good to see you on your post. Connie Balmer was the first comment, so I just have to acknowledge Connie Balmer. hmm Um, Let me come over here because I starred several comments. Let me see. Connie Balmer, yes, Church Nelly. You have to get on the X app because you're gonna have to follow Baby Deranger to understand. I can't even keep up with Baby Deranger. Okay, that'll tell you something. So let me do this. Thank you, Grace. Hello, fellow dumpsters. Welcome to another episode of Sussex Saturday. And as ever, here's your host, the one to lead the credit card charge. VS Speaks Royally. Holla. Grace, love that. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. So yeah, it's nice to know that the boss is on ear hustle, so she's listening in. hmm And then of course my manager's here, Cookies and Cream. Good to see you. So hopefully the change in time has not affected too many of you, but I'm sure many of you will watch on replay. So oh, all right. Oops. Let me go back into comments because I need to grab that one because I might leave that. Hey, who did I just see in here? That boss lady. How are you? Good to see you. All right. Let me come over here. Let me come over here. Let me just star that back and then hide. Okay. Let me get into it because I don't want to keep you long. We have some stuff to talk about, as you can tell by the title as well as the thumbnail. Here we go.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing.
Of course, it would be nice. It would be nice if I remembered to go down in my content to hit the video part of it or the audio part. So, anyway, here we are, another Sussex Saturday. And as I do each and every Sussex Saturday, I read my favorite quote that I found on the archewell.org site. Each of us can change our communities. All of us can change the world. So, yeah, no true words have been said. So the subject, haters tried to come for as ever. Lady in Black said, hell no. So many within squad are aware that as ever, as there always is, a controversy in air quotes when it comes down to Meghan and names for brands and, articles, magazines, books, etc. There's always something. So, as the thumbnail says, never ever haters. So, there was a rebranding of her American Riviera Orchard IG account to the As Ever official account. So if you're on IG, make sure you're only following the one. Megan is on her account is following this account and vice versa. As Ever official is following Megan. That's how you will keep track of which is the official versus all the others. Let me just say that because there was one that I had mentioned and I was like, I'm not sure about this account because she had not changed the name yet. Yeah, that count is gone now. And we'll get into that a little bit. So if you're on Megan's account, she had posted her vision board. And Down in the lower right corner, that one picture you see there with Guy and her and Harry kissing, and that's from the docu-series if you've watched it on Netflix. But, a squatty had drew that and yeah, it made it to them, and it was on social media. We were all sharing it because it was the cutest, and the squatty is a fantastic artist, but it's kind of sweet to see that on the vision board. Little homage to Guy, but I love what she says here, from memory lane to the memories I'm making today. Mhm. You haters, you can't stop the blessings that are flowing to her. You just can't. Anyway, on the memory board, this is just a larger picture for you to see all the different aspects that she has up there. Some squatties zoned in on the middle section, which are like shipping labels, as ever. So, um, yeah, some of y'all are going to realize. So, there was this to do, and I'm going to get to that, but I wanted to show this other picture. This is the picture from the one post that is up on As Ever Official. Um, you see the cutie patoots down in the corner there, um, supervising her with the honey on the bread there. So I guess that's a croissant that we see, and there's a jar of jam on the table. Okay, we're going to get ready, y'all. Get ready, get ready, and yes, be ready. So, s- squatties have been, pushing back and etc. on the whole. She stole the name because that came up. There's other, I guess, businesses that have used that name. The one business owner has realized the shitstorm she probably started, and she came back out and apologized and tried to explain the whole thing. But, you know, let's just kind of, we as squatties understand and know. So, one squatty was kind of pushing back on the trolls and posted this: can two of the same names be trademarked in different classifications? And the answer is yes, especially if they're they're not doing or producing the same goods. Yes, it can occur. I think people forget, and they really want to attribute Megan to being a dumb black woman, because I believe if she was 100% white, we wouldn't even be going through any of this each and every time there is her mention of her name. Mhm. So another squatty had come up with this and had tweeted it out and said, the thing with plagiarism is so old and predictable, like I'm absolutely not surprised. We saw the accusations of stealing with the bench, M's Vogue cover, the Instagram, ARR name, etc., even with the baby girl's name. The purpose is to accuse them of copying no matter what they do. And so we already know that playbook. We get it. We understand. And we basically just go mute. We just shut it down. I didn't even, I was looking at it. I was like, yep. As soon as the name was mentioned, it was like we started the countdown. I started the silent countdown, and it was like, yep, 10 seconds. There it is. So the other business owner put out this information and said, a little clarification. I had a bit of fun posting about Meghan Markle using my biz name, but I am in no way interested in hate mongering against her. Thanks to those of you who have said nice things about my work, but I've turned off comments on my posts related to As Ever because some of y'all are turning good natured fun into nastiness. So, yeah. Many may not realize and probably were not even paying attention to the crazy smears that go on instantly. Um, and even in her jest, because why wouldn't you take that opportunity to be like, oh, I have a business with that I use as ever, knowing darn well it's not infringing on your trademark if you've trademarked you know what I mean? So, um, and to really cause more traffic to your site, etc. It kind of had the boomerang effect, but yeah, um, the lady in black said, "Hell no." There were some articles written, but you know, Megan's in control. She knows what she's doing. Very smart businesswoman. People, the haters seem to always forget she built the TIG herself. It was a very successful website. hmm The advertising, yeah, very successful. And she had to give it all up for those mother fathers over there in the UK when she was joining that mother father family. Okay. But as ever, we'll go on. There is no issue. Many had made mention of the monogram that has been laid to rest because whatever was people were indicating was very similar or was the same. It isn't. And like I said last week, she's smart. Why would she copy something? She doesn't need to do that. Something very similar, okay. They even used to, they were saying, excuse me, you remember when they released the official royal, what are they? They don't call them monograms, but it's not even seals. I can't remember the name that they would call them. But when it came down to Megan's, and when she had, the California, the poppy and all, everybody was losing their minds. And it was like, what the? But everyone but Megan. Anyone but Megan. That's how the haters kind of go with it. But they tried to start the controversy and had some articles, and they've hit like duds, just like they are the haters. So we're happy, and we're looking forward to as ever launching. And of course, I'm sure once with love, Megan premieres March 4th. We've got 2 weeks to go. I believe that is 2 weeks to go. Um, we will then see as ever coming into um, realization. So I'm looking forward to all of the goodness that comes. The squad put together this collage. I just thought it was beautiful. Wanted to share it. Lifestyle. hmm We get to enjoy more and more and more of this. So this is. I thought this was cute. I snatched it when I saw it. Choose joy, be joyful, and that is just 100%. And if you remember hearing Megan scream all the way down the hill, and then when she got to the bottom, yeah, she was cool, calm, collected, survived. So that I look at coming down that hill, yeah, that was them leaving out of and getting out of the clutches of those mother fathers in the UK. All right, anyway. So another squatty put this together. Stay mad as ever. Yeah, that's gonna stay. I'm gonna have to. That stays in rotation. So just remember, when you are out on IG and you're looking for her accounts, if you haven't already signed in and followed, it's Megan. There's a blue check mark, and as ever official, and there's a blue check mark. And each account only has one follower, which is the other account. So, all right. Whew. Let me go into Squatty Corner. I want to give thanks to Robin S. Thank you very much. I got your super thanks. And I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you so very much. Super thanks to those um, little way of giving to the content creator after a live stream has ended or a premiere. I don't know if they have them on videos, but anyway, I just wanted to say thank you for the love that you dropped on me. May be returned to you 1,000,000,000 times over. Let me just check comments really quickly because y'all have a way of sneaking in and see. I just knew that. Joan, thank you so very much for the love that you've dropped on me. And may the love you dropped on me be returned to you 1,000,000,000 times over. And you're saying, VS, I hope stupid haters keep on with their lies. They're just too dumb to know they publicize her and help her be a billionaire sooner. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So, so, so true. So, Joan and Robin, for the love that you've dropped on me, this is for you both.
You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me.
To you both, thank you so very, 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 very much. Okay. Now, since we're talking about money, um, YouTube has come up with, there's goals that content creators can set. And so I set one for this live. I actually remember to do it because I usually forget. And the goal is, I think it's 5 super stickers, $2 and over that, if I reach my goal, I will go live on Tuesday. All right. That's my giving back to you and saying thanks. So that's what the goal is. If I make it, I make it. If I don't, it's okay. We'll talk next weekend. All right. Let me come back over and finish out this content. So, in pre-trash time, with love, you know how squatties do, celebrating online together, food, drink of your choice, and enjoying and talking. And oops, sorry about that. I already have a live stream scheduled that I've had scheduled. I think it was the 15th, February 15th. It was supposed to originally air, and then I moved it out to March 4th. So we'll be chatting it up and saying how much we love what we've seen thus far. So I wanted to remember to do that. All right, in pre-trash time, I have two from Baby Deranger from the 18th. Now, again, if you're on the X app, Baby Deranger is staying busy and is crying a lot. There was a picture of a pacifier, a picture of a bottle. Anyway, Baby Deranger, how dare she be all over TV getting millions of dollars worth of free publicity for her business? They didn't even mention that she's a duchess. She's only referred to as M. Now, we can't even claim she's merching her position. It's not right. His Majesty the King must remove all titles. They got all angles covered. Let me tell you something. Same day, Baby Deranger. How dare she use her child, the granddaughter of the Queen, to advertise her shop? If she insists on posting pictures of the child, and I guess the saying princess, she must be made to follow protocol and only do so as quid pro quo or distraction for our British tabloids. She's too resilient. His Majesty the King must remove all titles. So, Church and Lee were asking about Baby Deranger. Yep, there you go. I hope you are following that account. Now, if that account goes to IG, yeah, it's a wrap because it's going to be hilarious to see. But yeah, and Baby Deranger is responding to posts. It's Baby Deranger's awake and going strong. All right, so I don't know if many of you know um, Adam Housley. Let me say Tamara of Tia and Tamara's husband. So he's revved up a little controversy for himself, talking about how he grew up when he was 5 years old and hanging out in the store and blah, 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 blah. Well, he's always told the story that he grew up in wine country and the vineyard was his front yard and all that. Or, hello, so he got a community A community note on his own alleged childhood. The post that he did was long, talking about people with, food stamps and this and that. He used to be a former Fox News reporter. Anyway, it was hilarious to me to see as I'm scrolling through to look at comments from the post, the person that posted this out, just saying, Tamara, get your husband type thing. I'm going through, and I happen to see this post. There are Doug's, Prince Harry's, Alexis's, but then there are also Adams. And I promise you know which one you're dealing with very early. This was a choice. So, and read it, never in my life did I think as I'm scrolling through, I'm going to see Prince Harry. And at first I said, "Ooh, pause. What is going on here? Is somebody trying to shade?" Because and then I read it again on the third time. I was like, okay, this is saying good guys, and then there's those guys. So I thought that was very, phew. I tell you, just never know. I'm like, go Prince Harry. Okay. So, Femi Negra um, had this tweet out, and it's an article, and they said in their tweet, smear campaigns against Meghan and Harry keep failing. And so the article is saying how Meghan Markle and Prince Harry exposed the media's false narratives. This just sent the derangers. It's like it's a call to action for them when they see Meghan's name, and they were all up and down this. I'll be showing them in trash time, but let me show you what what a squatty in response was like. Proof they fail miserably with laughing faces and just saying is a collection of spectacular flops like when your brand. And I'm like, okay. hmm If you think those are flops, then you got major issues. But in a way, it's just flipping it around. Like, yeah, uh, the media always said each one of those was a flop, and it really wasn't. But we know better. All right, let me come into the comments and let me just scroll up and let me see. This is prior to the live stream starting, so I'm going to scroll on down. Scroll on down. Do, 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 do. Grace is like, Baby Deranger is having a serious hissy fit. Haterade works every time. Sure. It's hilarious to see and read. Um, but poor Baby Deranger. All the Derangers, yeah, that's just craziness. They're just losing it. Oh, Lord have mercy. So we go from Mrs. S, my boss, asking Church Nelly how she's feeling. So y'all probably have already seen this. Uh-huh. Mm. And, asking how she's feeling. Are you ready to swing on the chandelier? Church Nelly. You are hilarious. Mrs. S, sex almost sent me to the ER. You're not ready yet. You're not ready yet. Yeah, you're just not ready yet. Give it some time. Give it some time. Don't overdo. Oh, I can imagine the comments I'm going to see later on. Let me see. Just coming through the comments. Let me see what else is happening. Hey, Lauren. Happy Saturday to you. Um, Jonah saying, Church Nelly, I'm happy that you sound better. Yeah, well, Church Nelly's doing all that she can there. And thank you now, Church Nelly. At least you're referring to it as an adult channel versus all the X's across the, comment there, because it's truly not anything like that talking about my other channel. Gwen is saying, I'm so sick of these damn trolls. Well, they make life a little tastier in a sense. I'm just going to say it that way. Hey, TTC, how are you? TT Carter. Why do I always say TTC? TT Carter, how are you? Um, Thank you, Church Lily, for dropping the links. Yes, if you haven't already gone out to Ever website and just put in your email, you're gonna miss when it goes live. Okay, I'm just common sense. You better get out there, and if you got 4 accounts, hey, I'm just saying, just so in case you miss the notification coming to one email, you'll see it in another, and then so on and so on. Hi, Mina, how are you? Hey, avid reader, how are you? Let me come on down. Do. Let me see. Gwen is saying Megan is free and kicking butt and taking names. And counting Benjamins. Woo! And counting Benjamins, right? Mrs. S says the deranged have been in overdrive. I think I've exhausted I've exhausted my F's and mother fathers. I have asked God for forgiveness and promised to do better, but at the end of the day, I am only human. I'm only human. Y'all remember that song? For those that are in the age group that you would remember that song. Woo! Yeah. Sometimes, sometimes they just need a little. Woo. It's just priceless to watch these people have a meltdown, and it's like, are you kidding me? Grace is saying, how do you spell meltdown? Meghan, Markle. Or, I'm not spelling out the Duchess of Sussex, but y'all know that's the meltdown for the derangers. It will elicit an immediate meltdown. Churchill said, I just paid off my credit card from Christmas. Here we go again. Listen, at launch, and everybody, don't go that crazy in the beginning. They will restock. But then when Christmas time comes around, ooh, yeah. My birthday falls in between that. Shortly, it's a few days after Megan's date. If you know, you know. All right. Let me come here. Abbott is saying the hate and the jealousy is old and tired. The Rangers literally need to get a life. They do. They need to go outside, even though it's frigid here in the South. Those that are in the area need to, go outside, no coat, because it will jolt them awake, barefoot into the cold ground, and then go to hopefully they have woods around them and could go touch a tree or go out and touch the bush in your front yard, something, because they're losing it. Losing it. All right. Lorna is saying, was listening to Royal read this morning. Squatties have dug up the paperwork that Willie Leak's Earth trademark has been denied. I was going to touch on Earth shit in trash time. So when I tell you that the Squatty receipt vault is undefeated, it's undefeated. Yes. Avid Reader was saying Lorna Willie should apply to trademark Earth Flop instead, like Baron calls it. I'm sure that name is available. Any smart squatty probably would have snatched it up already, or how the derangers work. They would try themselves. All right. Hello, Michael's Adventures. How are you? Good to see you in the chat there. How are you? Wendy is saying Salty Island and the Rangers has yet to recover from FAFO reality with Meghan. More to come on repeat dial. Yes. And they deserve each and every moment of it. They deserve each and every moment of it. All right. Mrs. S says, did you see baby Teletubby, aka Megan, in quotes, my father, end quote. McCain talking smack about our question that poor thing is so jealous that she has been visiting McDonald. Oh, oh, may she enjoy her Big Macs and, mm. I'm gonna leave it alone because I'm gonna say something. Woo. All right. I'm going to come back and start at Gwen's comment I've started. That way I know where to start after I get, because it's not much in, remember trash time. Although I have it, it's not much that, you know, F those folks over there. And I really just don't want to give them too much more time. But, drag along, drag them up and down as you feel free, as you wish. But let me go here. Let me get into your favorite time.
It's your favorite time. Trash time. Trash time. Trash time.
So, as I was saying, there are different articles. Now, this again, Femi Negra, this was a response on to them and just saying oops again and saying how um, they quoted a Sky News article. And so the comments under that person, they got dragged for filth because it was like, are you serious? You're going to try to come and smear Meghan with a Sky News article, which is the greatest smearers too. So Meghan facing even more legal drama over her as ever brand launch, and not hardly. So, um, but one that should be concerned, as it was mentioned, Earthshot was a name already in use and had been in use. So how he thought he was going to be able to trade, I guess because he felt I'm a prince, I'm heir to the throne, you know. Mm. A lot of people call a throne the toilet, so you could be heir all you want, hairless. But um, yeah. So I saw this out there and I had to crack up laughing because the whole that you and your absent wife, while y'all are vacationing, allegedly in Mystique, um, I can't believe you would be together. But anyway, while y'all are vacationing and all, um, yeah, stop stealing other people's ideas and putting your name on things. You ain't that important to not be denied. Denied. Okay. I just have to say it like that. Now, speaking of denied and all that other good stuff. So, Meta has made some changes because it would have been a time when Meta would have been like, oh, they didn't violate any issue. Oh, okay. That account, as you see, as ever, Megs, was setting up having to have a website and all this stuff. So hopefully y'all remember I did mention like I see an account out here. I said, but I don't think this is her because it would to me it would have been a blue check on it to show that it's officially, and it wasn't, and it just had gave me those vibes immediately. So VS Speak said, oh, let me hit the three dots and report. And I was actually surprised to see when I got information back saying we removed. I'm like, what? For violation? What? Okay. So all you blankety blank mother father trolls who saw a way, scam artists and all that other stuff, trying to get in and try to trick people and get money, because that has happened before with different things. Not this time. Keep trying. See, Megan, master chess player, just immediately had the name changed on an existing account. Oh, y'all didn't think of that though. Try again. And if I see any other accounts, or if y'all are out here in the spheres, because many of you are on IG too, report them. because you have to shut them down. They would hesitate, them crazies would not hesitate in reporting you, and you wouldn't even have done anything but leave a nice comment if we were able to even leave comments. Anyway, sway into the rest of, him and his happy wife, excuse me. Um, yeah. The lady in black just lining up, just the list gets longer and longer and longer. And my middle finger, as well as many of yours, stay up and stuck for that family. So, mhm. I just, they'll never learn. They'll never learn. They'll never learn. Thank you, Cress. Okay, thank you. I couldn't think of. I'm like, it's something special. Yeah, going back to them folks. Okay. Anyway, so Gwen starred yours to come back to it because I needed to know where to pick up in the chat because it's just perfect to discuss them once trash time and then because, on them. So Gwen says pegging William and clueless Kate need to stay on vacation because they are useless. Well, they, they work so hard. Remember the walkabout after the Queen passed that they wanted to do to try to get. I guess they thought the crowd that would be out there would shun Harry and Meghan, and it was just the opposite. And then saying the crowd had booed, but there was video footage showing them still there and not being booed. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. She hasn't done any work to even elicit a vacation, but hey, I guess when fake sicknesses do that to people. It's draining. It's just draining. And they're cooking up the next BS situation that will smack them dead in their faces. Because that's just how the lady in black works, as well as karma. Okay. Mm. All right. Grace is saying now the royal family got someone to try and invade Harry's privacy by getting some corrupt judge to look at his visa application, but the judge redacted the majority of the application. Yeah. Because the judge does not want to lose his license or be kicked off the bench. So you would think that the royal family would know. They wanted to see what was said about them, I'm sure, but he's not going anywhere unless he decides to leave. Him and Meghan decide to leave the country, but why leave? And no matter where they go, their businesses would still go on. Okay. Let's see. Cookies and cream. The main objective of the ruthless, ungodly family is to totally decimate Meghan by any means. And meanwhile, they're getting decimated by their means because that hole that they dug for her, they are falling into. Or they will one day very soon. Shove them in them tombs. Okay. Let me see. Coming on down. Coming on down. Gwen says that was hilarious, and hearing Harry laugh was sweet. Yeah. He had that tells the crazies just how happy he is in life with his wife. Now he has spoken enough about his wife for y'all to know he ain't going nowhere. He had wanted one of you gruffy looking itches over there. He would have dealt with and stayed with one of you, you know, ugly ass itches. But he didn't. hmm Diana said, no, 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 no. No, okay, you done sown your wild oats. Okay, here is your wife. This right here, when you see her, you're going, that's it. Nobody else. hmm And that's exactly what happened. Um, Mrs. S. Church Nelly, you did not see what the heifer said about me. Oh my God. I don't even check for the crazies. I really, you know, the McCain one. only uses her dad to get notoriety because most people wouldn't be checking for her. My dad, my dad, my dad, my dad, my dad. She even had nerve to put her book at his gravesite. Like, are you like Looney Tunes? Yeah, but anyway. Wendy, the UK media purposely creating their propaganda BS to distract people from watching With Love Megan premiere. Show ratings in support of As Ever lifestyle brand, which will go through the roof. As Ever will do wonderfully. With Love Megan is going to do wonderful. We know the ratings are going to be good. You're going to have the crazies that watch and then want a thumbs down. Okay. The thumbs up will be far greater. It is what it is. It is what it is. Again, Netflix is her business partner. So no matter what y'all say on there, they're locked in. Hmm. Hmm. Are you a friend? Hmm. Are you locked in? Hmm. They're locked in. Okay, let me see. Lorna, Mrs. S, have you seen the latest pictures of Megan McCann? Looks like she is taking that slim down pill. Oh, allegedly. Ozempic. It's obviously doing a job on what is left of her brain. You give her credit for having one. Okay. Nepotism. DEI hire. That's what she was. Okay, I'm gonna move on. It's okay. Lola says, Wendy L. Yes, Wendy, and we know it will pick pick up the close we get to With Love Megan debut, yeah, on Netflix. Netflix is ready for you. Um, she has one of the top, managers. Everybody knows. That one business owner found out real quick. Okay. Jokey jokey sometimes fall very badly for one. And now she's had to turn off the comments because now she sees she has awakened the beast. Mhm. They just have to smear Megan if they can. Anyway, Grace says they shouldn't read any of it, but just so you know, Megan's niece is an immigration lawyer. Nice. There you go. That's right. The one that she was in contact with long before, mhm. That's like a sister to her. Yeah. That's why I'm not even concerned. It will get very ugly. It just would be like, he's not done anything to you all, and you need to open up. Yeah, let's see your wife's prior visa application. Okay, and her parents. How about that? All right, let me go on. Hi, Olive. How are you? Church Nelly, I have a big knot in my forehead from. Why didn't I read this whole thing? From swinging from the chandelier, Mrs. S. Ouch. We're glad you're swinging from the chandelier, Church Nelly. I'm very happy. Hmm. Wendy L. H&M working, building their wealth, not living off UK taxpayers' money, while W&K on another taxpayer-funded vacation, just saying the optics speaks for itself. Yes, but it's always look over there, look over there, look over there. You know, they've, child, they were more busy when Harry and Meghan were in the fold, so to speak. Um, and the queen was alive. Once the queen transitioned, they were like, F this. Let me just sit on my eyes and eat lots of crumpets and sip some tea. Mhm. Let me see. Gwen says Baby Deranger looks like the babies that that you say she has fat legs because you can't say anything else. Woo! Church Nelly, he needs to stay off social media. I guess you're talking about Tamara's husband. Yeah. Mhm. Wendy L. Lola Love, indirectly, the haters are helping Meghan with free publicity for Meghan's projects, making her more popular. Exactly. With all the craziness, then you have other people will go out and research, and or who are already knowledgeable in trademark and plagiarism, etc. Because many were saying plagiarism. She didn't write anything. What are you talking about plagiarism? So, you know. Let them run, let them run, let them go on with their crazy selves. Gwen Sevilla heard that nonsense, the liar. Then his wife apologized for him. It's crazy, true. Well, she's far gone. I'll just say that. She is far gone. Yeah. Um, because, yeah, he's far gone. Knew that long, long, long time ago. I knew that when they had that show on about their lives. Yeah, I knew then. Mm-mm. Nope. Oh, and he's another one that made her wait before he married her. Mhm. Okay, let me move on. Cookies and cream. Duchess Megan is too nice. I would sue those silly bastards. I almost read that as like the crazies that we call from the hillbillies. And then I was like, wait a minute, they're not hillbillies. I had to read that. Silly bastards into silence and bankrupt them. I would teach them a lesson that they'll never forget. Cha-ching. Well, for the bigger accounts that are trolling and acting crazy and are hate accounts against Megan, they would love that because they would become martyrs. But eventually people will fall away from that. And, then again, you're the dumbasses that don't even realize that that nasty energy is being transmuted into positive energy. And it is a big cha-ching for Megan. Okay. All right. Grace is like, Tamara, handle your business, child. She's so far gone. I think she's scared to lose that bland man. Okay. I mean, her father's bland, so, it is what it is. Coming back over reading this comment. Joan says cookies and cream. I think Megan is busy getting her merch ready for the onslaught of buy. Yes. She could care less about. She would have, of course, the money to sue, but it's more on principle. She sue. They are very strategic and will sue when it becomes necessary. Those paps that took those pictures of Archie unauthorized, and in the state of California, don't they wish they could take that back because they got right on out of business. And of course, the tabloid over in the UK that published her letter when the copyright laws in the UK are the one that writes the letter has the copyright. So, and they broke it up and made it look kind of, how tabloids will do. Hey V, how are you? Good to see you. Let me see. Wendy says you go in business, common sense dictates either trademark or patent your name or product. Ding, 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 ding. Especially if you see growth occurring. Yes, that's one thing you would hope to do. And yes, there could be ones with names very similar. You'll see names of companies and they may put, how some will put UK because one in the US may exist or somewhere else in the world and they have to differentiate. Yeah, so the one doesn't come for them. They can't use. Okay. Um, Jonah's saying, Wendy, I guess they found that out because of the haters sticking their nose in. It was just they over here doing victory laps because they them, you know. Oh, she didn't even do this with the name on the websites and social media accounts, mind you. Obviously, she's only going to have IG. So if you see on any other social media accounts with that name, it is not her. It is not her. Minsky did that day one exactly. I mean, she said she had as ever since 2022. Okay. Mhm. Hello, Blessing. How are you? Mama! How you doing? Don't apologize for being late. Never late, never late. Let me see. Blessing is saying, do rangers and trolls are just bitter and jealous? They know Megan is unstoppable and it's making millions. Yes. Even those fools, like, I am not sitting here buying anything out of the royal family, Chuck Chuck. Well, now it's under the air. It's under him. Um, I wouldn't buy anything from their stores or, any of the palaces because on that. So the only thing I had hoped, but I understand why it didn't happen, was when Lilibet was born, there wasn't any official, I'll say, merch, so to speak, like cup, saucer, because with Archie there was one that I wind up purchasing, but it was from the company, not coming out of the royal family. hmm C-Mac, Human League. Human is one of my favorite songs. Yes, she caught that. Woo! That is like one of the best. The lyrics. See back then? Yeah, okay. Let me just say you can listen to the lyrics. You get it. Oh, and if you're on IG, Megan's last post and talking about as ever had Lauren Hill doo-wop on it. Perfect. Shows variety in her music. hmm Um, because last week when I showed the video and it had the Nat King Cole, that video, I just was able to get the point where I can edit out the music because, yeah, they were like, we are not allowing you to monetize. So that live stream. Anyway, moving on. Just have to be very careful. So as much as I wanted to, unless I know of an app where I can remove it as I'm um, downloading from Twitter, I can probably do it, but it is what it is. Cookies and Cream Joan, she can still get things ready for her launch and let her lawyers handle those silly, hateful jackasses. I guarantee you, they'll definitely back off. They wouldn't want any legal action. Well, one never knows if cease and desist have been sent, but sometimes they don't listen, and then that's when the lawsuits come in. But I have a feeling that they're doing okay. Joan Garcia, Harry and Meghan are singing, Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. Ugh. My mother loved that song. But yeah, they are singing that. They are, Hey, Spot Up, how are you? Nobody cares. Work harder. Glad to see you drop down in the chat, sir. Yes. Okay. Let me see. Coming on down. Sonia is saying VS Speaks Royal. Let me confirm something here. With Love Megan on Netflix, 3/4/25. As ever, will there be something on Netflix also? No, but I believe it will be the launch because With Love Megan was filmed and everything with Netflix, and here comes Netflix coming to Megan to partner with her, and then, you know, yeah, I believe it will occur after that. Not to take away from With Love, but will just right on the coattails of that come in. So that's just me. Do I know? No, but I believe that's how it will be. I don't think it's on Netflix. I believe it is just her site will launch, the products will be available, et cetera, et cetera. So, Mamo is saying Joan agreed. Harry and Meghan are singing the haters' time. Time is moving to late for haters. Yeah, these people just have no clue, but that's okay. Grace is saying since they want to talk about using your royal name to sell things, how's that Queen's Gin going? I mean the whole what is that? Balmoral? Is that where the store is? No. Where is that store at? Anyway, y'all know where I'm talking about. I'm slowly just like I don't want to know and forget. I just forget stuff about them. But um, yeah. They have they sell a lot of things under the royal name. Mhm. Some folks were selling love, what is it? Romance novels. And I ain't even talking Fergie, but you know, that hateful heifer that wore that blackamoor brooch. Yeah. Wendy says, rumor has it that Will and Kate will be working on their return from vacation. What, copying and pasting Megan's cook show with a wave and a smile? Joe, please. Mm, mm, The fact that they have to, anyway, let me go on over here. Keep on going down the comments. What is Avid Reader saying? Grace, I've never heard about that gin. That's interesting. I, I was aware of Charles' bitter, nasty jams and jellies, though. Ooh. Mm. That caught me off guard completely. Let's see. Joan says, as that British young woman said, they don't get it. Mm. Well, as Harry said, I can't help you. I just can't help you. Mhm. I'm trying with the English accent and failing miserably, I know. Grace says, Earthshot Labs is a place where you use the bathroom. Talk about taking a dump. Woo. And then they tell him you can't trademark that, sucker. Hey Antoinette, how are you? Oh my, this is just um Gwen said Dumb and Dumber work hard at lying. Yeah, at least they're not putting out any, Frankenstein pictures that they doctor, and then they have to have um, tags on their pictures that they're not. I'm not sure you can trust this, but hey. Hey, Karen, soar like an eagle. Yeah. We got you, Princess Meghan Sussex. Yes. Hmm. Oh, Wendy, you are having a blast on this one. Let me see. What did you say here? Kate Middleton, how is that work ethic like Diana going, child? For the lies, for the continued lies. Uh, Joan wants is giving a PSA to everyone in the back, to the left, to the right, and maybe in the front that just don't understand this. Harry married a U.S. citizen, morons. Okay, there you go. That was Joan's PSA to all the cray crays out here. Some probably listening. Mhm. Many have not felt the need to drop a comment, but you know how that goes. Sonia, even if Harry and Meghan have to live in Cuba, they are not going back to the UK to live. They want to kill Harry, woo, and his family the way they killed his mother. Yes. Thank you, Sonia, for telling us how you really feel. Yes, and speaking the truth, because they would. It has been 5 years. January 8th was 5 years that their announcement that they were like throwing deuces and up out of here at April 1st. Um, it's coming up. So, the 5 year mark of them officially, when they were supposed to have security and still have a stipend coming, because that is and was Charles' responsibility as, the Prince of Wales to take care of his children and their families. But yeah, he did just the opposite. So whatever comes to him comes to him. May it come 3 times over, but yeah. They need to probably read a certain verse that has something to do with the eye of the needle. Yeah. And maybe mhm. Hi Prudence, how are you? You say hello, Mrs. VS speaks really happy and blessed. Big Happy day. Big shout out to all squatties in the chat. Yes. Hello to everyone. All right. When Harry never treated his other girlfriends like he treats Meghan, he always holding her hand or hugging his beautiful wife. Mm. He also said she was the one that was comfortable with him from the beginning, which floored him. I guess, many were like, oh, even the ones he dated for a long time, but he was a kid then. Let's just speak it as the truth. He was not the man that Meghan met, so they were dating the young Harry who was still working through things. Mhm. They allegedly didn't want to be his wife, but we know Harry wouldn't have proposed until he proposed. And the one he proposed to was Meghan. Okay. Had no qualms asking the queen. Okay. Let's get it together. Um, Karen says, "We got you as ever, always." There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Hmm. Never ever, haters, never ever. Y'all just gonna have to keep on hating. Y'all just gonna have to keep on going and doing whatever. So let me see. Mrs. Clutch Sussex says also the cult members are punishing Harry by abusing Meghan. Well, yeah. And he knows that, and he knew that was going to be the game plan. Hmm. So, Jones says, in business with Netflix, money, 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 money. Come with me, money. Woo, she deserves that times 10 billion other for the hell that she was put through for the, what, almost 2 years? I guess about 2 years there. Yeah, crazy asses. Hi, Patricia. How are you? Hey, Rosa. How you doing? Mm, 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 mm. Marshall, how are you? The lady in black just used the evil orange's anti-immigration policy to deport fake priests. Calvin Robinson back to Salt Island. Ha! He wanted Harry deported, but his black ass got deported instead. Listen, the lady in black never misses. And when she comes, she comes. I love it. Oh, that just made my morning. Well, afternoon, I should say. Hey, Prudence, how are you? Let me see. Antoinette says, if they share Harry's documents, share Elon Musk, Melania, and her mother and father, right? There's a lot of folks that we can look at and be like, yeah, you're not a citizen yet. Let's see what yours is. And if there's are expired, get the F out of the country. As you want everybody else out, you get out too. Um, I know Melania via marriage, which that's a laugh in itself that, Umper would even look at trying to even touch Harry, talking about, he has enough trouble with his wife. Child, you don't have no trouble. That's you. And you always listen, I just want folks to know when it's AI or a body double is when that woman is holding Umper's hand because his true human form wife does not like him and will do whatever. She ain't trying to be lovey doveys and all that other stuff. Um, Lorna, they are also some of them are beards, Lorna. Now I'm just gonna say that and we're gonna move on. But your comment, she ain't worried. She's the beard. Hmm. Diane, how are you? Good to see you. Look over there at Billy's Earth Snot, which has not received final trademark approval, and Billy stole the idea. Yeah, well, because it was well known. I want to say it was even on Discover Channel, but I could be wrong. Long before he came along. Okay. Whew. All right. Avid Reader says, Marshall, karma's a bitch. But she's also our best friend. She's petty, but we love her, Jill. That's the best thing about it. Uh-huh. And bitch can be taken many different ways. We saw that. Yeah, storing archetypes. Okay. Um, I like the acronym because it babe in total charge here. So, you know, call me that if you wish. Okay. Yes, I'm in total charge here. Mm, as we know that Megan is. I just saw what my boss put. Oh my God, y'all are. Mrs. S. All of the Ozempic pills in the world can't reduce the size of her head because they were not designed to reduce head size. Whew, I could go somewhere with that, but I'm going to let it go. Antoinette Princess Megan has over 2.4 million followers, yes, and it's growing. And as ever launches, that you'll see growth there too. Mm, mm, mm. Diane, early years also plagiarized for real. McMumbles knows nothing about it, so can't explain. But 10-year-old girl, she stole the idea from knows plenty. Well, just show up, smile, put your name on things, take ideas, etc., just to kind of look like you're doing something. Just to look like you're doing something. Diane's like, hey, you squatter just got here and just right in time for right into the trash can and started dragging you. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Um, Mary Ann is saying and hello to you and welcome. Some of these haters cannot spell plagiarism. Lord, let alone know what it means. If it is a big word, they just use it to supposedly hurt Megan. Exactly. She's the best access to the best attorneys, etc. They didn't even know about the business agreement with with Netflix, which will tell you a lot. They so busy looking at the little stuff over here, and she was making big moves. All right, let me see. Mrs. Clutch, ain't no king coming to the U.S. and steal the thunder for the person who thinks he's a king. Woo, all right. Narcissist. Yeah, we don't really care for the kings. All right, you're a king. All right, moving on. For many of us, we already had royalty in our DNA. All right. And if you catch it, you catch it. If you don't, hey, moving on. But that's a trueness. Rich melanin in our skin too. Let me come over here. Mrs. S. Oh my gosh, y'all have been busy over here. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Sharon, thank you for the 5 membership. Oh my gosh. I came over because I saw someone else that's dropped some love, and I'm gonna say this. Oh my gosh. Okay. First of all, Sharon, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. To those who received the membership, be sure that you thank Sharon. Okay. I'm gonna run this for y'all to welcome you all. Let me get to my spot. Hold on, here we go.
New channel member! New channel member! New channel member!
And of course, okay. Laurie, how are you? I'm air fighting. How are you? So good to see you. I've missed our convos. Okay, just throwing a hint out there. I feel like I shouldn't say redheaded stepchild. I feel left out, you know what I mean? But so good to see you. Thank you for the love. Okay, let me go down this list here because I got to start with the boss or else I'm gonna be in trouble. So my boss has dropped some love on me. As always, thank you. See how I am being good, child. You call that good? Um, Hattie also dropped some love via Speaks. You didn't congratulate us Eagle fans, and you know why I did not. I did say it on my personal Facebook, so I'll say it here. And this is somewhat of what I said, that it pains me to say this. Congrats, Eagle fans. I gave that the pregnant pause that it needed. On I don't root for any of the other teams in the NFC East, and I'm just gonna say I believe the Body Snatchers took the KC team and just went somewhere else because that game was just a little suspect. Okay, let me come on back over here. Kathy G, thank you for 20 months of membership. Good to see you. Blessings to all. Okay, let me play my little music for these three that have drop some love on me. And may the love that you have dropped on me be returned to y'all 1,000,000,000 times over. I don't know if I made my goal or not. Let me come over here. Did I? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. I just was making sure that I don't have to strike up another live. Let's get over here. Let me thank y'all to you all.
You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so very much. All right. Let me come here because I just, okay. Need to make sure I wasn't missing anything. And as I come down in the comments, let me see. Marion says, when Megan wrote that 2025 on the sand, she was drawing the battle line. She is winning just by posting on her IG. She's the most influential woman in the world, hands down, child. Just writing numbers in the sand, yeah. Write your vision, make it plain. Just saying. More to come. Wendy said the monarchy and the UK media tried everything to shut down Meghan's projects, keep failing every attempt. Yeah, and those that keep doing and repeating over and over again, yeah, they are the true definition of crazy, crazy. And Laurie is saying, love that they are thriving. Yes. Okay, let me. These two names. Okay. Grace said Ted Bundy and John Wayne Gacy used to draw pictures like, oh my God. Okay, let me come over here. That's a comment I was reading, y'all. That was a comment I was reading. Don't get mad at me. Lola Love, Netflix has commercials. At some point, they may have as ever commercials. Ew. As I said, as with Love Megan, it could be seen there too. You never know. One never knows. One never knows. One never knows. Let me see. Joan, you had to entertain this. You said, Grace, so what would those British um, experts, I guess you're saying, about these horrible joints, y'all? We're just going to go on. You would hear that. You're like, wait, what's the gin? Woo. Lorna, my understanding is there may be a link on Netflix attached to the show to buy Megan's merch. Ooh. Oh, believe you me, Netflix, they're going to have it together. That's their partner. And out of With Love, I believe, is how, oops, excuse me, I just dropped, oh Lord, I woke up Kuja. Jesus, let me talk softly for a second. I'll pick that up when I get off my live, and I'm sorry that I woke you because you were laying and sleeping nicely because she was looking back like, did you do that on purpose? Okay, she's walking away. Okay, I'm good. Patricia said, Big Back Becky said, thankfully, W and K took a commercial jet to vacation to a private island, side eye, whereas Megan took a private jet from Canada, girl. Private jet home from Canada, girl, please. Yeah, to an island that, the airport's not that big, so only private jets really can get in there. Let's not play around like she took a commercial. Meanwhile, no one is taking pictures of her. Like no one was taking pictures of her just walking along at a flea market type situation. Like you're the future queen of the country and nobody's going to run up and take pictures. No security to be seen. Yeah, right. none of us have forgotten that those stunts that y'all pulled. All right, let me take a screenshot so I can welcome all of the new members um, after the live stream ends. Okay, that's what I usually do. All right. And if I don't take a screenshot, I will forget. All right, let me come on down. Joan is saying, I recall the photo of Halle Berry had on that Harry had on his wall when he was a teenager. Okay. We're just gonna keep on going. Antoinette VS, remember Harry had a list and Meghan was on the list. He said she checked all the boxes because they wanted him to reveal what was on the list. And he said, nah, 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 we're not going to do that. He didn't even want to discuss. And he just said, she is the list. Okay. She is the list. I don't know why them crazies over there still fawning and thinking they had a chance. Never did they. Big backs. Okay. Kim is saying it's hilarious that the Prince and Princess of Wales, I like that play, still haven't figured out that the race was over while they were still in the locker room. Okay. I don't even know how y'all take it over there because it's got to be a squatty. Now I know how I can go DEFCON mode, just hear and somebody say something and I'm like, what did you say? And then I have to have them say it again and then that conversation I had with my friend when I thought she was talking about our Megan. Oh, okay. Whew. See, some of y'all starting to get petty here in these comments now. I'm kind of loving it. Let me, Aboni, how are you? Good to see you. And Spare, he said Chelsea wasn't wife material because she always dressed in mini skirt and cowboy boots. The queen wouldn't approve. Well, could be that South African heritage too, because I believe she was the one born down there. That's just my opinion. Just my opinion. Look like, yeah. I'm not sure where their fashion sense came from. Even giving them the saying they even have fashion sense is laughable. But okay, here we go. Mrs. S says, family, don't forget that Harry worked for his money. His father did not just hand it to him. Stopping places like Jamaica and Barbados from jumping ship way back then was part of his work. Yes, and he connected with the people like his mom. You know, who wants big ears flying in, giving Dumbo competition. He probably could have landed the plane himself with them damn ears. Anyway, when he was younger, especially. I think his head has finally grown into his ears. I'm talking about Casey 3, in case somebody missed it. Yeah. All right. Lorna says, when Prince Harry's ex-girlfriend saw that they had to deal with including Yacht Girl, Kate, invading Harry's personal space with her leg up, Lord of mercy, they bailed on Harry. So, no backbone whatsoever. People have it twisted. Sure. She thought she was going to come in there and rule something. Sure. Laura saying she can't stand him. Oh, yeah, that too, Mrs. Clutch. Okay, what about Rupert Murdoch's papers to be in this country? Yes, let's open all the files. Let's just roll them open. Let us see them all. And I think any judge with just an inkling of common sense would realize that that opens the floodgates. Because, oh, there's going to be some petty folks that probably would ask for certain ones to be opened. Or sure, I know what totally made Harry fall deeply in love with Meghan. It was spices and Mama Doria's greens. Harry had never had so much flavor in his life before. Nah, hell no, that man ain't going nowhere. Listen. Okay, yeah, it was the spices. Sunshine. I think it's time for me to get off here. Woo, I'm already almost an hour and a half. Lord of mercy. Okay. Mrs. says, when they open that Pandora's box, they're going to open the door for others to be looked, yes, looked at, e.g., the mail order bride and others, yes. Even though she has hers. Now, let's see what you got cooked. What did you say when you came into this country? First of all, coming here on Einstein, I believe it was, and you've heard her talk. Ain't nothing brilliant about that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's time for me to go because it's veering off and I think I need to strike up on my other channel. And y'all ain't over there. Y'all need to go over and subscribe. I don't go live that often. I need to go live just to cut up a bit. Let me see. um, Avid reader, that was very gracious via speaks, reluctantly gracious. And I don't even know at what point you're talking, but I'm just gonna let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Oh, was that about the Eagles? Because I see some of the comments coming down. I ain't nobody thinking about. Um. Yeah. Yeah, Ian. I know. No commercial jet goes to Mystique. You take commercial to St. Vincent and Grenada, or Grenadines, or Barbados, and then a smaller plane to Mystique, right? Yes. But I guess everybody is dumb. Marshall ancestors. The Eagles win the Super Bowl, sealing the deal of Black wins in a week. Black female coach, Jalen MVP, Kendrick most yes, streaming views, 5 additional Grammys, and Beyonce won country and album of the year. Yes, I'm not fooling with you with that last acronym. Okay. It is time to get off of here. Let's see. Mrs. S. Our Harry seemed like he had jungle fever from the jump. Oh, okay. Nah, he tasted the jewels of the world, so to speak. Black women, we are jewels. Okay, let me move on. It was the spices. Spices. Y'all, shh, it was the spices, yes. Laurie says, I'm not on Muskrat's platform anymore. We got to connect. Okay, okay. Uh-huh. Yes, we do. You have to tell me how. DM me on IG if you're on there. Okay. And then we'll chat because we got to chat. We got to catch up. We got to catch up. Um, mm, yeah, I see where y'all are going. Nora, the Stock Explorer. Gwen, have a good day. I'm about to get off here myself. Hello to you, Nora. Okay, let me wrap this up. Let me something that the air should have done a long time ago. All right, let me come on over here. I'm just gonna put this up. This will be the last. This will be the last comment. Um, because I just think that's hilarious. Whew. So, thank you all for joining. I hope you all remember to hit the thumbs up. If you were able to share me out, thank you. Thank you in advance. Um, Good to see so many, several of you that have been, quote, missing for a little bit. Good to see you. For those that we still have not heard from, we do hope you all are okay and well. Many prayers. Hey, Sis Hilda, if you are listening, I have not looked at my phone because I got a message last weekend that she was like, I'm listening in the clouds. So, hello to you. Let me see. Anything else? No, can't think of anything. All right. Leave a comment after the live ends. Let me know how you did. I will remember to welcome the new channel members. Thank you, Sharon, for the gifts, for the gifts, for the gifts, for the gifts. Okay. Please be safe out there, everybody. The bug and the flu are going around, and some people have gotten both at the same time. All right. Y'all be safe. Take care. Love you all. I'm just trying to get to my, outro. Here we go. All right. Bye, everybody.